Hey everyone, welcome to our small footprint. My name is Nyssa, and if you're new here, we are a family of 8 who live off-grid in Australia. Every 6 weeks we do a grocery supply run. I go to Brisbane to do it, so it's about 4 hours away, and I spend a couple of days doing it because my mum lives in Brisbane, so I can stay at her place to get it done. We used to do fortnightly grocery hauls in Toowoomba, which is only about an hour and a half away, and slowly we managed to stretch them out to be longer and longer between. And by going to Brisbane, I have access to Costco and things like that as well, which has allowed us to extend the groceries even further. So the 8 of us live off-grid, obviously, on a property. We have 20 acres. We homeschool. Darryl and I both, my husband and I both work from home, so our grocery hauls are everything that we use. Pretty much. I do the occasional Amazon order for something specific. I ordered some chili bean paste recently because I wanted it for a specific recipe. And I have been known to order some loose leaf teas or things like that from different places as well that I haven't been able to get while shopping. But generally speaking, and we do buy milk occasionally in town during the 6 weeks as well. This doesn't include any of the animal feed. Darryl collects that from the feed store in town as well. But pretty much everything else is included in our 6-week shopping haul. This month we will do a honest to goodness organic dry goods order. It's an mainly organic place, but there's a few things there that I like to buy in bulk that work out really cost effective, and I do need to do a bit of a bulk spice order as well. I'm low on smoked paprika and some garlic powder and things like that, so I will do that as well, and when I do that I normally show you guys too. But generally speaking, it is everything that we use food-wise and household-wise, detergents and all that sort of thing as well, for a 6-week period that we do all at once and get it done, and we make that work. I try and do what we eat in a week videos as well to show you how we're using it, as well as planning, prep and meals type videos as well. Everyone likes to see how I manage to use the groceries that we purchased for the 6 weeks over the 6 weeks and making it work for us. So if you haven't followed along before, then post these grocery haul every couple of days. I'll release a video to show you what we've been cooking and how we've been using all the products and preserving it depending on what I've got in bulk and things like that. So join us for that too if you're interested. They will start up within the next couple of days. It is Saturday today, so I left on Wednesday, got back on Friday night. Because it's winter, it was dark by the time I got back, so I'm doing this video now as the intro. And we have to do multiple tables worth. So I'm going to put the clips in now of all the groceries, and then I'll come back and I'll let you know how much we spent between different places and how that works out. Alrighty, so anyone who's watched before knows that we have multiple table loads. So this is table load number 1. We have one of the Maggi rich gravy mixes, the favourite not so great for you gravy, 2 boxes of the coconut cream and the UHT that we use for our coffee, a 2-pack of the ghee. They're in the 1.35 litre containers, and they're still sitting at the $30 for the 2 of them, so they're not too bad. I got some hose fittings at Aldi. Corn chips, these aren't my preferred corn chips, but these were the cheapest ones at the moment. They were $1.15 per 100, and the ones that I do prefer are $1.35 per 100, but they didn't have any in stock. I got 24 of the Aldi rice milks. This was a treat for the kids. They love these veggie crisps, so I got that for them. Some sultanas. We were completely out of spaghetti noodles, so I've got 12 spaghetti, and then we only had a couple of macaroni, so I was grabbing a couple of macaroni. That was all that was left on the shelf, but this particular brand was on special and was only 20 cents dearer than that one, so I topped up with those ones. I got suggested, I can't remember names off the top of my head. If I remember, I'll put your name in the thing, but someone suggested the new Coles brand noodles, so I bought some udon and some Singapore to give a go, and these are shelf stable, which will be nice rather than having the refrigerated ones. I still bought some refrigerated ones too though. I bought some cashews. I'm going to do an honest to goodness bulk order, but I have no cashews left at all, and we use this to make the cashew cheese or to thicken our butter chicken and things like that, and it just sucks having none of them, so I grabbed a cheap bag at Aldi. Some packets of nori for sushi. This particular brand was on special, so I went with this brand. The ramen noodles that we tried last month that we really liked, the Jin Mai Lang brand, kilo packets. They're $3.10 each, so they're quite a good value for that. Got 4 boxes of rice bubbles, 4 boxes of wheat bix, 2 boxes of cornflakes because they have a double pack in there, and I grabbed our kitchen bags that I get from Costco. I grabbed a minced garlic, a soy sauce. I've also got a rice wine vinegar, a cooking sake, and a mirin for the Asian cooking. We've got laundry detergent, there is 4 of those, and dish detergent, there's 6 of those. I bought this to try. It was on sale at Costco, and it's people have been saying it's really nice, so I'm going to give that a go. Our rotary clothesline snapped off the top, unfortunately, so we have no clothesline at the moment, so I bought these because I happened to see them at Aldi. They were only $12 each. When I saw them, I thought that they might solve a problem for the moment because we don't have a clothesline currently, and 2, I can't seem to get a spare part for it, and to buy new ones $400 or $500. So we will see how we go with that. I got some of the goat's milk soap that we used from Aldi, a jar of hoisin sauce because I used the one from last month, a maple syrup. Again, I'm going to grab some of that from Honest to Goodness, but for the moment we've got that so that I can make some maple maple marshmallows mostly. I bought hot dog buns, so anyone who's watched any of my grocery hauls before knows that for dinner on the night of the grocery haul we always have hot dogs. So these come in a 24 pack from Costco. I just only have one of the packs here. We also got 12 of the sun-dried tomato pesto. We still have basil pesto on the shelf, but they've decided they really like this one as well, so I grabbed some of that. I got 24 tins of corn and 12 tins of coconut cream. And I also bought 3 packs of the Mission tortillas. Now these are, they have a lot of ingredients, which just bugs me a little bit, but there are 36 of them for $8.30. So they're a really good value for when I need the kids to be able to make themselves something and I just haven't made anything for them. I bought 12 of the passata jars. We have 6 left on the shelf, so I bought 12 more. I got some of the 1 litre honeys from Costco and some of the... I always buy some of these from Aldi first because Costco doesn't always have these, and so we still need honey regardless. Aldi's the next cheapest place to buy it. I think they're $1.35 per 100 at Aldi for these, and these are only $1 per 100 at Costco. Some tomato paste jars, just a few to put on the shelf. I grabbed some red curry paste, this Maisery brand. There's, again, I think it was the same lady too, and the name is just escaping me. Suggested the Recipe Tin Eats satay, and she suggests using this brand of red curry paste, so I thought I'd grab that. And then because we like the Valcom green curry paste normally, and we have a couple on the shelf, I did buy the green curry paste in the same brand though, just to give a go because I was curious. Some Nurofen, the melting Nurofen for the kids who don't like swallowing tablets. We've got some more miso. Again, I'll buy more miso from Honest to Goodness because I prefer their brand, but this is just to do us in between. A jar of peanut butter, but we do have 2 on the shelf still, so that's just a add to it. Some lemon juice. They've still only got this glass jar lemon juice, but it was discounted. There was $3 off this month, so I grabbed it anyway. Ketchup, again, we buy this one set of ketchup and it is purely for hot dogs on the night of groceries, and it doesn't last very long. We then have, oh, my cord's getting in the way. We then have a vegetable oil, a cold pressed vegetable oil. This is what we use for frying and stuff. They didn't have any olive oil again this month, so I'm really lucky that I bought extra those few months ago that I bought it, because I've still got 2 3-litre bottles of olive oil on my shelf. But once I've done that, then it's going to be an issue. So I suppose whenever I see it next, I'm going to just have to buy a whole lot because it seems to come and go. I got some of the flaked salt. This is not the cheapest salt in the world, but at Costco it is still a hell of a lot cheaper. It's 1.4 kilos for about $32, which is very cheap for flaked salt. And we just use it sparingly in those occasions where you want flaked salt instead of fine salt. But you know, it's a little bit of a splurge. I bought some raw sugar. I got 5 2-kilo bags. So there's 10 kilos of raw sugar just to top up the sugar tub. I got Darryl some L&P soft drink. It's one of his favourite Kiwi soft drinks. I bought 16 of the seaweed rice crackers and 16 of the original ones, because we have absolutely none left here at the moment. Normally we carry some over each month, but there is just none left at all. So I bought 16 of each. And these marshmallows were on special. I think it was $6 for the bag of marshmallows. And until I can get to making the maple marshmallows, this will be what we'll use. They don't last very long, so making the maple ones is always nicer. And then I got 12 of the rice cakes, because again, we were completely out of rice cakes this month for some reason. So that is the first table load of dry foods. Alrighty, second table worth. I bought some, standing my own light. These are just marrow bones for the dogs. These are just bags. They're like $3 a bag, so I get enough for all the dogs. I got chicken thighs. They have gone up again. They are $11.29 a kilo now, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's fine. Chicken thigh fillets, I grabbed 6 packs of those. They're all around about the same 2.2 kilo packs. And then 2 of the breasts. I use thighs more often than I use breasts, but I do like to have them for something, so I grabbed 2 packets of those. We grabbed the case of the pork leg roast again. So if you buy them singly, they are $7.99 a kilo, but if you buy them in a box, which ends up being 3 of them, they are $6.99 a kilo. Now, I did buy these this month, and then when I was walking past the pork, they had a special on these roasts that were $10 off per package, which probably would have ended up slightly cheaper than buying it by the case, but I'd already grabbed the case. So yeah, I think it would have ended up about $10 cheaper to have bought them separately with the $10 off per pack, but they're cheap anyway. We need to make sausages this month, so I bought these again because we really need to make sausages. I bought the Costco beef trim again, so this is $9.89 a kilo, and it is the packaged up beef that they use to make their mince. So if you haven't watched any of the recent videos or the last shopping trip, I queried buying their mince in a different container to what they provided in, because the 4 kilo containers tend to get flattened in my eskies and then bleed everywhere. And they were willing to sell me the pre-packaged beef that they use to grind up to make their mince. So now I get 2 bags of this. It's a whole bunch of different cuts. It's already split to be 90-10 beef and fat, and I've been using it for a whole range of things, and I'm really enjoying having this. So bought the box of that as well. The boxes vary in weight. This particular one was what do we got, 16.36 kilos. The last box that I got was 20, I think, which is fine. We are going to end up with a bit of a surplus of beef in the end, buying this much of it, but that's not a bad thing. So I got 2 packets of the Borg's puff pastry in bulk. I bought a pork belly. I decided to splurge a little bit and buy pork belly because I want to make some of our own bacon. We haven't made our own bacon in ages, and it just felt like doing that. So we will cure this and make some bacon. I bought a Boston butt from Costco as well for making pulled pork, because whilst you can make pulled pork with this, it is a lot nicer with a fattier cut. So I'm intending to make sausages this month, so most of this will go to sausages, and some smoked roasts. Some salami for pizzas. This particular salami at Costco is pretty much the same price as this stuff that's packaged like this. It is so much nicer, so it's definitely worth grabbing this one if you buy salami from Costco. Give that one a try. I bought a pack of the frozen roadies and a 3-pack of the Mersey Valley cheese again. I bought this for myself last month. I sort of used my birthday as an excuse, but it lasted me all 6 weeks pretty much, to have just a little bit of really nice tasty cheese whenever I felt like it. So I bought myself that again. And the spreadable cream cheese, again, it was something that I used on and off for the whole 6 weeks. So I did that. I bought some of the leg ham in the pre-packaged things for the kids to use in a pinch. Hot dog sausages for tonight, because as I've already said, we do hot dogs for dinner on grocery night. Now, last month they didn't have the ones I normally buy. They had these, and people have been saying that they were really nice, so I bought them. They are very, very nice. So they're a mix of chicken and pork. They're a very soft sausage. They don't have quite the processed texture that some of the others do. They taste more like meat, which you know. So, and hot dogs don't have a whole lot of meat in them, as we know. But these were really nice. So we bought some of those for hot dogs. I grabbed a couple of packs of the Aldi noodles to have stir fry with, and I bought us a tray of steak. It was marked down to $30, which isn't too bad for a tray of steak, and it was a bit of a treat. Bought some sour cream and 2 of the Nuttelex. Now, I do make our own dairy-free margarine, but I get a bit slack with making it, and this was $3 off per tub, and so it's only like $7, I think, for 2 kilos, which is a really good price. And it works really well for dairy-free baking. Like, it mimics butter really, really well. So when the kids are baking things, this is really simple for them to use just as a 1-for-1 swap. So I decided to grab some. I got 4 litres of the white vinegar for canning and cleaning purposes. And I bought 6 of the 1 kilo economy bacons. These were not as cheap this month. They were $7.99 a kilo, I think. Sometimes I get them for $5. So I just bought 6 of them. They're hit and miss on the shape of the pieces, but they're really good for cooking with and stuff like that. And then I'll make our fancier bacon for eating. Frozen veg. I bought the Bird's Eye ones. This is my preferred frozen veg. These are the ones that I really like. These are my preferred veggies, but I stopped buying them because of the cost difference. So I was buying the Aldi ones only, which are these ones, which are fine. They're just not my preferred mix. But these used to be about $3 a kilo, so they were a lot cheaper than the other ones, so I was buying them. These have gone up. They're almost $5 a kilo now, so they're not that much cheaper. These have gone up as well. They're $6.50 a kilo, but I don't feel so bad about buying my preferred ones when there isn't that much of a price difference. So I bought some of each. Okay, next table load, and there's a few other things after this. So fruit and veg. I did lots of fruit and veg this month because I had the trailer, so I had spare room. So we've got 6 of these really big drumhead style cabbages, and 5 of those, and 5 of the big wombok cabbages, which will be lovely to use. A 5 kilo bag of onions and just a small bag of potatoes because we still have potatoes left from the hamper. I got a box of cauliflower, which will be awfully nice. Nice big box of cauliflower. And another box of, I haven't opened it. This is the box of broccoli like I got last month. So I was a bit concerned about buying broccoli by the box because I don't really like it preserved in any way. But in this styrofoam, we kept on adding ice packs to it and it lasted really, really well, like 3 or 4 weeks. So I bought that again, and it's in season at the moment, so it was fairly cheap. So that helps, of course. Now, I don't remember the price of each of these boxes of produce, but I spent $209 at the fruit and veg shop. So I got, at the fruit and veg shop, I got the broccoli, I got the cauliflower, I got the 5 each of the cabbages. These 2 were from Costco. I got a box full of avocados, which I'll make more guacamole for the freezer now that we know that that works. A box full of baby spinach. Again, I bought this last month, not sure if it would last, but it did last really well, so we used that. A celery, some Asian greens for stir fries and stuff, some spring onions because I needed some, a clearance pack of beetroot, a box of zucchinis. What else was from the fruit and veg? The box of mandarins was as well, and 2 boxes of apples. These are nice, really nice little pink ladies. These were only $2 a kilo, so they were great. A box of grapes that were fairly cheap, and the kids love grapes. 2 boxes of tomatoes. Now these weren't a great buy. I think each box was $20, but I have no salsa on the shelf at all, and I only like salsa made with fresh tomatoes. So I decided to invest in the boxes so that I could make salsa. There was also a big box of green beans. The green beans from the hamper went bad pretty quick, so the animals really enjoyed most of those, but these ones are really nice and fresh, so we will eat these for fresh eating in the meantime. Then I also got carrots from Costco because I didn't need a 20 kilo bag of carrots this month, so I just bought these bags from Costco because it's nice and convenient. And then Nicole brought me some lemons from a tree and some Monstera, this fruit salad fruit that she also grows and the kids really enjoy. So this is very much an acquired taste. It's really not my acquired taste, but they really like it, so that's fine. So yeah, that was what we got in the way of fruit and veg for this month. And the last of the stuff that we got was this 25 kilo bag of baker's flour. They normally have the 12.5 kilo one. It's the same brand, but they didn't have any 12.5 kilos, just the 25 kilo one, which is fine. It's just a lot heavier to put in the car. Got 2 of the 48 rolls of toilet paper. Now, we actually go through a little more than 2 in the 6 weeks these days, but they're so bulky that it's really hard to buy more than 2. And while we were at Costco, we saw these, and Mum hadn't bought me a 40th birthday present yet, so she bought me this cast iron enamelled pot and matching saucepans. So we got those as well from Costco, and that was everything for this trip. Alrighty, so this month we spent $329 at Aldi, $68 at Woolworths, $134 at Coles, $83 at the butcher, $206 at the fruit and veg, and $1,320 at Costco. This gave me a grand total of $2,142 for the 6-week period, which works out to be about $377 a week, or $2.24 per meal per person, 3 meals a day. Though I use that that number as just an averaging. It's just a number that I use to be aware of, because that's not particularly accurate, because the food that we buy doesn't always last us only the 6 weeks. Definitely doesn't always last us only the 6 weeks. So that is just these are just measuring sticks that I use to interpret what I'm spending, but they're not accurate in that sense. Now, last month I spent $2,600, so I have spent about $500 less in this 6-week grocery haul, and part of that is just because we managed to stock up with a bit last month, but also part of that is because I'm going to do that honest to goodness dry goods order. Now, you can have a wholesale account with honest to goodness, which gives you wholesale pricing, but you have to spend a minimum of $500, and it's about $100 shipping as well, so there'll be about $600 spent on that. Now, that dry goods is definitely not just for 1 month's worth, but it does need to be paid for, so it's kind of handy that the groceries dropped by that. So I sort of try for $400 a week, but as I said, this is just a measuring stick, and if I need to spend more than $400 a week, then I spend more than $400 a week. Food is by and far our largest expense out here. We have very minimal debt, and we have Starlink internet, and the kids have some subscriptions to games and things like that, but and we have homeschooling subscriptions, all that sort of stuff. But other than that, food is by and large our most significant expense, and therefore I am able to, and I choose to put a fair bit of funds towards it, because it is a choice to eat the way we eat, if that makes sense. So $400 a week is still pretty low for a lot of families these days, especially talking 8 people, but it's around about what I aim for, but I don't have a problem with going over if we need to for certain things. I definitely try and shop the specials as well, so if there's something that's significantly on special, I will go and grab it in bulk. If that's like, you would have seen that there was no olive oil available, the Kirkland's olive oil that we prefer. Now, if it had have been available, I probably would have bought 2 or 3 lots of the 6 litres, because every second, third, fourth shop is only the only time I seem to be able to get it. It seems to be out of stock the rest of the time, and it's $50 per 6 litres. So that might have been like, I might have spent $200 on olive oil if it was there, because I can't get it. So it's worth doing in bulk, and that's what I try and do with our budget, is that I allow for those sorts of things to happen as well. So I don't go to the grocery store, my supply run, with just $400 a week available. I go with more than that, and then hope that I can bring it down to around about the $400 a week, because that's around about what would be nice. It's not only what we can afford, it's more that it is a doable number, and you want to be frugal and you want to use everything you have, and so I know we can do it for that sort of amount, so that's what I aim for, if that makes sense. But if I need to spend more, I need to spend more. That's what it comes to. And if the kids need something else, then the kids need something else, and we we make it work. But that was what it cost me this month. I'm pretty happy with that for what I got out of it. We got plenty of we got the beef trim from Costco again. We got the 3 pork roasts, and I'm going to make a whole bunch of sausages out of that as well. And we got plenty of chicken. The only thing I've been really struggling to find is bone-in chicken. It's just not really available at the moment, and I really like the bone-in chicken for making stock and things like that. But I just cannot find it for a decent price. They're asking like $6 a kilo for thighs and like the bone-in thighs and stuff, and it's just not cost efficient. Not when I can buy completely boned out thighs for $11 a kilo. Like, it doesn't work out economical. So anyway, that was this month's grocery haul, and we'll be back again in 6 weeks with the next one. But be sure to join us for the next weeks of videos, which will be all the preparation, preserving, planning and meals for that period of time. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.